Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to your end of November reading for 2025. We'll start off with an oracle card. Then we'll get into an overall energy, past, present, future with some clarifiers, and a couple of cards of advice from the universe. Closing it off with another oracle. Right now we got Blue Heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Here might be in a little bit of a tough position, Virgo. Taking a stand can sometimes be pretty daunting. What is the overall energy for the end of November? Page of Swords. Immediate past is the Emperor. Current, the High Priestess. And immediate future is the Chariot. Bottom of the first deck is the Empress. So we have 4 major arcana cards on the table right now. So whatever this is, it's not about seeing somebody roll through a stop sign. Something happened that could be kind of rocking your ethical system. Something about your ethics, the way you hold your value system. Something happened maybe contrary to that you witnessed. This overall energy is this page of swords. It's about messages. It's about talking. It's about telling the right authority about what you saw. It's interesting because here we have the message, that's the overall energy, and then the immediate passes this emperor. This emperor could be who you went to talk to about whatever it was that you witnessed. And this emperor is about the establishment. So you went to the establishment, whatever that is. If it's the police, if it's your HR, if it's if it's your kid's best friend's parents, whatever the system is around that. The current is the High Priestess. You are sitting in, what your gut told you to do. You're sitting in that space of, what? My gut knew. My gut knew to do this, and good for you. Because sometimes, especially in these ethical situations, we do have to lean into, well, what is our value system? And our value systems they're not all the same. And so for you to say, no, what I saw wasn't right. And here's what I did with it. You leaned into that inner knowing. And the immediate future, the Chariot. You're moving towards, in a very powerful way, whatever you did is going to move things forward in a way of success. We're going to clarify that to see what happened exactly, or what is the outcome in the near future of it. Can we clarify the Page of Swords, please? The 10 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So another reason this may have been difficult is because it put something to an end. And it's going to have to, there's going to have to be almost like a new way of doing things. Like it put something, it put an end to maybe to an antiquated way of doing things, an antiquated thought. And you're trying to open this up to a new world, to new expansion, to a new thought system. One that brings in more. It's not limiting. Can we clarify the Emperor, please? Can we clarify this immediate past? The Tower and the Strength card. So more major arcana. You tore down the whole structure. Whatever this was, whatever it was, whatever you ended up saying to the system, it tore it down. You didn't do it in an aggressive way, Virgo. You did not. You did not do this in an aggressive way. Be proud of how you did it. And it took a lot of strength to do it, because it did go against maybe even people that you do care about. Maybe they were also not in agreement with what you did, like with Colin, with the whistleblowing. It's a type of whistleblowing. This high priestess in this current position, can we clarify her, please? The Ace of Swords, there's that truth. And justice. It was the right thing to do. It was the right, fair thing to do. You brought in justice. You brought it in. This would not have been able to happen without you doing what you did. You brought in the truth. You just laid a light on it, is what you did, Virgo. You did not avoid. There's no avoidance in this reading. There's no avoidance at all in this reading. I forgot to say the bottom of this first deck is the Empress. And she is all about nurturing. She's all about bringing in this nurturing energy. And I think I'm kind of glad I didn't say it in the very beginning, because she's just now going to be part of this story that we're telling with the cards in a way where, because this has ended in this structure, you called this out, and you called this truth out of, hey, this is the truth. This is what's really going on. This is what's not fair. This is what is fair. This Empress is going to help establish a new way, just like with this Three of Wands is going to help to establish this new way. And so is the Empress. And it's going to be fair, and it's going to be just for everyone. This Chariot in the immediate future. Can we clarify the Chariot? There's that beautiful Sun card, along with Queen of Pentacles. She's also that nurturer. She's a very stable nurturer. And here comes the High Priestess. Yeah, here she is. You listen to your intuition. You listen to your gut. This came from a place of knowing, of inner knowing. This Sun card with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, this Chariot, you're going to move forward in a very, very strong way, establishing this new law, this new way of being, this new way of doing things that is fair for everyone. Not just a small few who, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't right. And you called them out on it, Virgo. Can we get a couple of cards of advice from the universe, please? Four of Pentacles and the World. The World is about an ending and a beginning. The cycle has completed, and look here, the bottom of the third deck, we have Justice again. This had to be done. I mean, really, that's just kind of like that in my. That is like, this reading is like, it had to be done, Virgo. It's going to build a new structure. It's going to build a solid foundation and a new way. That chapter is over, and other people may have known what was going on and kind of just didn't say anything, because they knew that if they did, it was going to open this whole can of worms that would be where something had to be done. Where something was like, we know that it's going to end. It's going to end this world that we know it, how we know it. But what it does, what people don't think, is that other side of what it opens up. And it opens up that huge expansion. Brings in the sun, it brings in the light, it brings in the truth. The sun shines on this light. The sun shines on the truth. Okay, can we get a final oracle card to wrap up Virgo's reading? The final oracle card. There we go. Romance, number 9. These cards are so pretty. Romance. This card gently encourages your tender heart to come back to life, to experience the heady romance and sweet bliss of love as if it were for the first time. The sweet scent of possibility is in the air. A new lover is surely about to enter your life. This new lover could appear in a literal sense, and a surprising shift that occurs with a current partner that allows you to experience them in a whole new light. Or even more profound, this new lover could be you. If you allow yourself to explore self-love in a way you never have, you may just discover that you are perfectly capable of romancing yourself and falling deeply in love with yourself and your life in ways you never thought possible. Drawing this card is a powerful omen that calls for action. Begin by nourishing yourself and treating yourself as you would a new lover. Shower yourself in love, affection, thoughtful gifts, kind words, delectable food, and loving touch. Move your body, take a luxurious bath, and light candles. Be your own best lover and simply bloom. Watch as the magic unfolds both in the internal and external realms. I think this card, the romance card and the Empress go hand in hand. It's about nurturing. And so I think, like the heart of the reading was about this transformation, right? That was like the heart of the reading. And this Emperor's card and this romance card is like, okay, now what's on the other side? And this is what's on the other side. This beautiful nurturing, this beautiful romance. And I love how the card talks about romancing yourself, because that is where it's going to start, with that self-nurturing for yourself, Virgo. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Have a wonderful end of November, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.